The friend allegedly asked to see Baby CO's gun, a customized Glock with a distinctive golden slide and switch that Jonathan was known to carry. Sensing something was off, Jonathan refused to hand it over. In an instant, that bond of brotherhood was broken. The friend pulled out his own weapon and opened fire on Baby CEO.
Yeah, like, bro, what do you mean, bro? He was trying to take his pipe, bro. Like,
you wanna go up too? Let's do it. And if you up that pipe, go shoot it. And life eraser, man. Taking these drugs that cover my pain since my life been ruined.
Man, what's up, No Limit Gang, man? We back with another banger reaction, shorty. Baby CEO was killed by his day one friend, and we're going back to see the truth about all of this, shorty. So tap in, like, comment, subscribe. We really about to see what's cracking in this joint.
Jonathan Brown, who went by the young Memphis rapper, is dead after a shooting in Frazier late Tuesday night. Jonathan Brown, who went by the name Baby CEO, died after being shot at Lake Park.
He was only 20 years old when he was gunned down, shot, and left for dead in the same Memphis streets he came up in. But Baby CEO's story didn't start there. It started when he was just 14.
Come on, bro. I seen that video. Damn, I didn't know that was him. Damn. Oh shit, my bad.
20 years old when he was gunned down, shot, and left for dead in the same Memphis streets he came up in. But Baby CEO's story didn't start there. It started when he was just 14, going viral for waving guns and rapping about a life most kids his age hadn't even seen. Some thought he was just another lost cause, but behind the controversy was a young artist co-signed by Fredo Santana, trying to turn pain into purpose. He had just become a father, just started going by Big CEO, and then he was gone. What really happened that night?
That shit crazy,
and how did a kid who beat the odds end up betrayed by someone he trusted? This is the full story of Baby CEO. Jonathan Kyron Brown, better known as Baby CEO or later Big CEO, began posting freestyle videos on YouTube and Instagram in 2015 at age 14, flaunting firearms and rapping about street life.
Me and my girl, we stay thuggin'. Yeah, so a nigga call me gang, I got my blood in.
Before we get started on this video, make sure you go check out my website. That's in the description, where I post viral videos daily. One early video showing him handling guns and rapping explicitly about gang signs sparked concern in Memphis, described at the time as disturbing. That same year, he dropped collaborative tracks like We The Game and Club Bang, which quickly amassed tens of thousands of views. His raw energy and fearless attitude earned him buzz on YouTube early, with producers like JRO Productions and beats from legends like 808 Mafia featuring in videos like NSYNC 2 tracks. By 2017, his breakout came with the Race Freestyle, riding the Take Hey beat and hitting over 1.5 million views, a moment that cemented his reputation online. Baby CEO caught the attention of Fredo Santana and signed to Savage Squad Records. He and Fredo were close, with Baby CEO even dedicating shoutouts to his mentor in later songs.
So that nigga had a little name for himself at a young age, shorty. So, and then for us to find out that his man's his, like, day one, the one that killed him, bro, that shit crazy, bro. That shit wild.
In 2019, he released singles like Don't Like Me and Life Story, the latter referencing Fredo and keeping the connection alive. According to Famous Birthdays, he claimed tracks like Reach, Run It Up, and No Hook as his notable hits, culminating in his first studio album, Big CEO, in 2019. In November 2020, Baby CEO announced he had become a father, posting proudly of his newborn son. Streams and views climbed after he dropped the single Can't Wait, which hit over 1 million views on YouTube and 110K plus streams on Spotify. Despite hustling to stay grounded, videos of him displaying firearms with friends and crew continued, a street image he maintained even as he approached manhood. Memphis drill culture often blurs the line between rap and gang life. Reddit commenters note that Baby CEO was a known artist and gang member to local police, growing up around his older brother Bud. One account states, Reddit threads from Memphis 10 suggest he belonged to the CBG/Longview set, with fallout involving someone he considered a brother. Legally, his main run-in came in 2015 when he was arrested for a probation violation and detained in juvenile custody. After that, he stayed out of major legal trouble until his death. By early 2021, Baby CEO stood at the crossroads of rising stardom and deep street loyalty, between viral song drops, brand new fatherhood, and simmering neighborhood conflicts. He represented the dangerous blend of rap dreams and neighborhood loyalties.
I heard about that nigga a lot growing up and shit though. Like, that's the crazy thing about it. And for him to get it's just backdoored by his mans is crazy, bro. Like, killed by his day one mans is crazy, bro. And niggas really be hating on the low sometimes. Most y'all niggas be really hating on y'all mans on the low, shorty. And when shit come down, a lot of niggas don't be surprised, and a lot of niggas do. Like the niggas that be around and like can see the weird signs that nigga giving, they be knowing what up already, but they just don't. They just ain't trying to believe it, bro. You know.
On the cold night of January 19, 2021, flashing police lights illuminated a quiet corner of Fraser, a neighborhood in North Memphis. Shortly before 10 p.m., gunfire shattered the calm. Witnesses later described hearing a rapid burst of shots, numerous explosions echoing through the dark. Police rushed to a house near Schoolfield Road in Lake Park Cove and found a young man lying on the ground, mortally wounded. Paramedics pronounced him dead at the scene. It didn't take long for those on the block to recognize the victim, 20-year-old Jonathan Brown, better known in the streets and online as Baby CEO. In the hours leading up to his death, Jonathan was in the company of someone he trusted with his life. According to street accounts, Baby CEO spent that evening with a close friend, a childhood buddy he considered like family. They were hanging out outside a home in the Hawkins Mill area of Fraser around 9 p.m., trading jokes and banter under the glow of a street light. This friend was no stranger. In fact, he was dating Baby CEO's own sister and was the father of her young child. The level of trust was implicit, but as the night wore on, a sudden tension sparked between them. The friend allegedly asked to see Baby CEO's gun, a customized Glock with a distinctive golden slide and switch that Jonathan was known to carry.
Damn.
Sensing something was off, Jonathan refused to hand it over. In an instant, that bond of brotherhood was broken. The friend pulled out his own weapon and
Oh, so the mans was trying to use his gun or something, bro. And then, like, bro, that's a nice ass pipe he had. Like, not that joint right there, but the pipe they talking about, that's a nice ass pipe. You think I'm about to get my pipe up to you too, nigga? Like, what do you mean?
to see Baby CEO's gun, a customized Glock with a distinctive golden legend was implicit, but as the night wore on, a sudden tension sparked between them. The friend allegedly asked to see Baby CEO's gun, a customized Glock with a distinctive golden slide and switch that Jonathan was known to carry. Sensing something was off, Jonathan refused to hand it over. In an instant, that bond of brotherhood was broken. The friend pulled out his own weapon and opened fire on Baby CEO.
Yeah, like, bro, what do you mean, bro? He was trying to take his pipe, bro. Like, he asked him for the pipe. He ain't give it to him. This nigga pulled out his own gun. What the fuck? Bro, that would have blew me, bro. I'm blown, bro. Like, these videos be crazy, bro. Niggas be backdoor type shit. That's why you can't trust niggas, bro. Stop bringing niggas around y'all and thinking shit sweet all the time.
Shooting him multiple times and leaving him to die where he fell. In that brutal moment, the rising rapper's life was cut short by someone he had treated like a brother. The scene that Memphis police encountered was grim. Shell casings littered the pavement, and the young artist lay unresponsive. Officers secured the area with crime tape, their breath visible in the cold air as neighbors emerged from their homes to see what had happened. The address would soon hit local news reports, a man killed in an overnight shooting in Fraser, but the full story of what led to this killing was just beginning to unfold. The investigation, in the immediate aftermath, the police were tight-lipped about the incident. They confirmed that a shooting had occurred in Fraser and that the victim was dead, but initially, they did not even release the young man's name. Officially,
Oh, yeah, because the police probably knew, bro. That nigga even had a big name, bro. Or he was out there doing stuff to people. But that shit really be cracking in Memphis, bro. Do your homework on that nigga Memphis, bro. That shit really wild. Like, all these shit's like war zone, shorty.
he was just another John Doe pending notification of kin. Behind the scenes, however, word of Baby CEO's death was already spreading like wildfire on social media and hip-hop forums. By the next day, Memphis police publicly confirmed the victim's identity as 20-year-old Jonathan Brown, Baby CEO. But no details were given about any suspect or motive. The police refused to speculate, stating only that the investigation was ongoing and asking anyone with information to come forward. As journalists pressed for answers, the authorities remained cautious. All they would say was that officers had responded to the 3800 block of Lake Park Cove around 10 o'clock p.m. and found a male victim dead from gunshot wounds. No arrest was announced and there was no manhunt for a killer. A curious silence that left many wondering if the shooter was known or even present when police arrived.
Yeah, that shit crazy, bro. And then they be taking a minute to find out who it was, but once they found out who the last nigga was with him, Cause you know, like he ain't from Memphis, but he got people, so he gonna tell somebody who he going with or something, you know? Somebody gonna ask him, somebody might call him and say who you with, you know? Shit like that. Especially if you like cool with him, he gonna tell him who he with and shit, so. The last person that seen him, the last person that was actually with him, oh yeah. Then you getting all the work, shorty. They going right after you, dummy.
Indeed, rumors later hinted that the person who shot Baby CEO stayed on the scene and claimed self-defense, leading the case to be treated as a justifiable homicide. In street parlance, the case went cold before it ever warmed up. Officially, the Memphis Police Department never confirmed those details, but insiders whispered that Jonathan's death had been ruled justifiable, implying the shooter convinced authorities it was self-defense. With no charges filed, the investigation quietly faded from the headlines, leaving a void of unanswered questions. Behind police doors, one can imagine detectives grappling with the unsettling truth that the prime suspect might have been the very friend who reported the shooting. If this friend indeed pleaded self-defense, it would explain the lack of an arrest. Did an argument escalate into a shootout? Did Jonathan pull his gun first, forcing his friend to fire? Those crucial details remain shrouded in secrecy. What is clear is that Jonathan Baby CEO Brown died from bullet wounds, not an overdose or natural causes, despite early confusion on that point.
Wait, but how did we get the motherfucking... How did we get the part where... Okay, you know how they said that nigga, we asked him for his pipe. He ain't give it to him. He upped it and shot him. How you get that? Where did that come from? That's what I want to know. Like, where did that part come from? Because if he was the only one there, and he claimed it as self-defense, where did that story come from? You know, is y'all getting my gist? Because I'm kind of confused now that I think about it.
Streets knew it was murder, even if the law was reluctant to call it that. And as the official investigation stalled, the task of making sense of Baby CEO's death fell to the community and internet sleuths, who began piecing together their own narrative of that fateful night. News of Baby CEO's death sent shockwaves through Memphis's rap scene and far beyond. In the early hours of January 20, 2021, social media lit up with RIP messages and disbelief. Friends, fans, and fellow rappers woke to the tragic headlines, many unable to believe that the young artist they'd watched grow up was gone so soon. His older brother broke the news on Twitter, posting a heart-wrenching message. "My little brother Baby CEO has passed away. Please pray for our family. Why God?" The raw pain in that tweet, the mix of heartbreak and confusion, made it painfully clear that this loss was personal. Baby CEO wasn't just a viral name or a news story. He was a beloved son, brother, and father. In fact, Jonathan had just become a father himself. His baby son was barely 2 months old at the time of his death.
His son was barely 2 months old at the time of his death. That's crazy, bro. And a lot of niggas don't be trying to change their life with this, but it's not even like he ain't changed his life, bro. It's the niggas. He ain't changed the niggas he was hanging with, shorty. You know? You gotta change the niggas you hanging with. Sometimes you might not get them sons, sometimes you will. But that shit crazy, bro. For him to go out like that, that shit crazy, bro. That shit crazy, bro. By your best friend at that? That's wild, bro. Like, damn. He been plotting on you for a minute, shorty. He was just wait to the right time to clap you. Give him a reason, you know?
His brother publicly vowed, "You just had a baby, little brother. I promise we got your son for life," assuring that the family would take care of Baby CEO's newborn child in his absence. Amid the outpouring of grief, there was also confusion. Initially, conflicting information swirled online. Some early posts and reports speculated that Baby CEO might have died from a drug overdose, a tragic echo of his mentor, Fredo Santana's fate. Even one of Jonathan's siblings pushed back at the gunfire rumors at first, tweeting desperately, "He wasn't shot or killed by anyone. Please stop spreading false rumors and pray for our family." It was a frantic attempt to stem the tide of speculation, perhaps born from shock or misinformation in the immediate chaos. But within hours, harsh reality set in. By that evening, Jonathan's family confirmed that he had in fact been shot to death, and their tone turned from denial to fury. His older brother unleashed an expletive-laden Twitter rant aimed squarely at those he felt were exploiting the tragedy. In a tweet bristling with anger, he wrote, "Ain't no op killed my brother. He got killed by his own day one now that he called his brother. So for you, DK suck."
Oh, that's where that shit came from, bro. That's where that came from, bro. Cause you calling a nigga your brother, bro. Yeah, you go have him around. You go trust him with your life, ain't you? Like you go think he ain't gonna do nothing like that to you, right? He had him around. Ain't no op killing. He saying no op step on that nigga. They couldn't even they couldn't fuck with my boy. He's saying, bro. But the niggas close to him did that. And I bet you it's for some money too.
Stuck in a heavy Camp Nas trying to get fame off his name. Stop it. Clout chasing are honest. The message was as clear as it was bitter. No rival gang or enemy op had done this. Baby CO was betrayed by a friend, and anyone in the streets claiming credit or clout from his death needed to shut up. That explosive statement reverberated through the Memphis hip-hop community. Heavy Camp is the crew of popular Memphis rapper Black Youngster, and Baby CEO's brother was directly calling them out, implying that some associates of Black Youngster had been bragging or spreading rumors about involvement. It was a bold move, effectively drawing a line in the sand between Baby CEO's family and those who had long feuded with him. Jonathan had indeed been beefing with Black Youngster, who hailed from the same part of town, as well as a local rival known as J90 in the months before his death. Now, in the wake of the killing, the family wanted to squash any notion that those enemies were responsible. This was personal betrayal, not a victory for a rival. Another thread of speculation involved jealousy and clout. Baby CEO had enjoyed a burst of viral fame as a kid and was known in Memphis rap circles, but he was on the verge of something bigger. He had recently been recording new music under the moniker Big CEO, shedding the baby as he entered adulthood. There was a
Come on, bro. Dad told it all, bro. The little nigga was hating on him, bro. Nigga got him killed because his name was starting to get big and he's starting to do what he had to do in life. While he's sitting around being broke as hell, just looking, just watching, just looking and watching, like the rest of you niggas. Like, how you gonna be mad at your man? He grinding for what he grinding for everything he going after, and you just looking and watching. Nigga, you could go do the same thing, but you just looking and watching. Deal homework or not.
Since that 2021 might have been his year to finally break out for real, this fed a theory that perhaps his friend turned killer resented his success. He got killed by his own friend who wanted fame off his name, as Baby CEO's brother put it bluntly on Twitter. The streets of Memphis remember Baby CEO, not just for the controversy of his youth, but for the promise of what he was becoming, a young father and rap artist trying to find his footing. In the end, his story is a chilling testament to how unforgiving that environment can be. A split-second decision, a flash of jealousy or fear, and a life can be snuffed out before it truly blooms. The death of Baby CEO is a Memphis tragedy, raw and real, the kind that leaves everyone wondering how things might have been different if trust hadn't turned into betrayal on that dark January night.